I had already written off the week, the month, the year. I had already packed away the last of what was here. I had already told myself this chapter is the last. I had already folded up and cataloged the past. That was the morning God showed up. That was the morning everything erupted. That was the morning He walked in. When I was walking out, He walked in. It was too late, or so I thought. It was too gone, or so I thought. It was too broken, too far gone. But God doesn't check my calendar. God doesn't check my calendar. The morning God showed up was the morning I gave up. When my hands were finally empty, He could finally fill the cup. Oh, the morning God showed up was the morning I let go, surrendered to a story only heaven seemed to know. He showed up in the giving up. He showed up in the release. The morning God showed up was the morning I found peace. I've heard it said that when our strength runs out, His starts that the weakest, emptiest version is closest to His heart. That the moment we stop trying to control the wind and wave is the moment He steps forward and begins to rearrange. Abraham let go of Isaac on the altar in the field, and God provided what was needed when the knife was near. The widow gave her last to feed the prophet in the drought and watched the oil rose up, the morning God showed up. I've been standing in the same storm for what feels like years. I've been wiping off the same rain and the same salt tears. I've been praying the same prayer from the same bent knee, wondering if tomorrow will finally set me free. But something shifted in my spirit in the middle of last night. Something whispered through the darkness, saying morning is in sight. Something ancient and familiar, something steady and secure, said the season you've been living in is almost at its door. I don't know the day or hour, I don't have the evidence yet, but I know the God who promised, and He hasn't failed me yet. Tomorrow will be different. I can feel it in the turning of the wind. Tomorrow will be different. The God of every morning says again, what looked like the forever of your pain was always just a passage with a name. Tomorrow will be different. Tomorrow will be different. Joseph spent 13 years inside the pit and then the cell. 13 years of holding to a dream that he couldn't tell. 13 years of faithful in the places no one saw. 13 years before the morning that fulfilled the calling. On the day that Pharaoh dreamed the dream that none could read, Joseph walked from prison into purpose at full speed. What looked like an ending was the loading of a launch, and tomorrow split the before and after just like that. I don't know the day or hour, I don't have the evidence Tomorrow will be different. It will be different. Oh, one more night. The psalmist said that weeping lives until the morning light. The joy is coming, but it has to wait through one more night. So if tonight is heavy, if tonight is long and dark, hold on one more night and watch the morning find your heart. Peter sat in prison, bound with chains on either side. Two soldiers left and right, and guards outside the door beside. He slept inside the sentence of what looked like certain end. But one more night was all it took before the angel came in. Just one more night, that's all it is. Just one more night and then the shift. Just one more night before the door swings wide. Just one more night, hold on inside. One more night, then everything changes. One more night, then God rearranges. What was sealed becomes an open door. What was never now becomes so much more. Oh, one more night, hold on through the dark. One more night, guard your weary heart. Morning is already marked with your name. One more night, then everything changes. Elijah lay beneath the juniper and said enough. He'd been running hard, forgotten he was out of stuff. He asked to die and lay down in the desert, dry and done. But an angel touched him twice and said, arise and come. You have a journey still before you. Rise and eat. What looks like your conclusion is resting at your feet. Tomorrow is not canceled, the assignment is not through. One more night of rest and then God finishes with you. Just one more night, that's all it is. Just one more night and then the shift. Just one more night before the door swings wide. Just one more night, hold on inside. One more night, then everything changes. One more night, then God rearranges. What was sealed becomes an open door. What was never now becomes so much more. Oh, one more night, hold on through the dark. Oh, one more night, guard your weary heart. Morning is already marked with your name. One more night and everything changes. If this is your one more night right now, if you're barely breathing and you don't know how, if you've been in the waiting past the point of making sense, I need you to receive this with every last ounce of strength. You are one night from your morning. You are one night from the shift. You are one night from the answer. You are one night from the gift. So sleep in peace like Peter in the prison did. Let your angel find you where you've laid your head. Tomorrow is already being written while you rest. One more night and God will do the rest. One more night, then everything changes. One more night, then God rearranges. What was sealed becomes an open door. What was never now becomes so much more. One more night, hold on through the dark. One more night, guard your weary heart. Morning is already marked with your name. One more night, then everything changes. Oh, everything changes. One more night, everything changes. Yeah, I don't look like what I've been through. People see me walking and they don't know the road. They see the smile I'm wearing, but not the weight I've told. They see the virgin standing on the other side of war. They don't know about the nights that drop me to the floor. I've been through the fire and the flood and the freeze. I've been on my knees so long they still carry the crease. I've outlived the night that tried to make me disappear. And I'm standing in the morning of a brand new year. Tell me I don't look like it. Tell me I don't show it. Everything I walk through, nobody even knows it. I don't look like what I've been through. I don't look like what it cost. I don't look like the battles or the things I almost lost. I don't look like 40 days of rain inside my soul. I don't look like being broken. God put back what made me whole. I don't look like it. I don't look like it. That's the grace of God right there. I don't look like what I've been through, and that right there is rare. The woman at the well had been through 5 full lives of pain. She came to get some water in the heat to hide her shame. But she left without the water jar and full of something new. She didn't look like what she'd been through after Jesus came through. That's the mark of resurrection on a life that's been remade. When the evidence of suffering gives way to what He's laid. Hey, when the trauma becomes testimony on the tongue of the restored. When you can't even tell the battle by the victor you've adored. Tell me I don't look like it. Tell me I don't show it. Everything I walk through, look like today either. I don't look like what I've been through. I don't look like what it cost. I don't look like the battles or the things I almost lost. I don't look like 40 days of rain inside my soul. I don't look like being broken. God put back what made me whole. I don't look like it. I don't look like it. That's the grace of God right there. I don't look like what I've been through. And tomorrow I'll look even more like who He called me to be. January, I was barely getting out of bed. The weight of everything undone was heavy in my head. February, I was holding on by fingertips and prayer. March, I wasn't sure that anyone was even there. But April brought a whisper, and May brought a small sign. June, I started noticing the hand of the divine. July, I felt the turning, and August felt like grace. And now I'm standing somewhere I could never have replaced. Look at what a year can do. Look at what a God can do. 12 months of mercy turned me into someone new. Look what a year can do. Different person by December. Watch what God does in a year. Different person by December. When He works, you won't believe what can appear. January couldn't see what December now is known. Different person by December. Watch the seeds become the grown. Watch what God does in a year. Ruth began the year a widow in a foreign land. She gleaned behind the harvesters with nothing in her hand. But 12 months later she was standing at the threshing floor with a kinsman redeemer who had opened up a door. 1 year changed her address and her name and her estate. 1 year of faithful gleaning led to Boaz at the gate. So whatever field you're gleaning in right now, don't you quit, because your Boaz and your December may be close to it. Look at what a year can do. Look at what a God can do. 12 months of mercy turned me into someone new. Look what a year can do. Different person by December. Oh, watch what God does in a year. Different person by December. When He works, you won't believe what can appear. January couldn't see what December now is known. Different person by December. Watch the seeds become the grown. Watch what God does in a year. I'm calling it right now in faith. Oh yeah. Different by December. That's the stake. I'm planting this declaration in the ground. A different person is where I'll be found. More healed, more whole, more free than now. More aligned with who He called me. I don't know how, but God does the math in 12 months flat. And the person I become is more than that. Come on, somebody who can see it with me. Come on, somebody who believes what could be. Write it down in January, read it in December. Watch what God can do and never forget to remember. Different, different. Watch God work. Different, different through every hurt. Different, different by December. in a year. Tonight is the last night. It looks like this. Tomorrow the story shifts. I've been sitting in the same dark room too long. But something in my spirit says, hold on. I've counted every ceiling tile by now. I've rehearsed every reason for my doubt. I've memorized the weight of what won't change, but God is rearranging what remains. This isn't where the story ends. This is where it bends. This is not my permanent address. This is just a test. Tonight is the last night. It looks like this. Tomorrow I'll wake up to something I've missed. The door that was sealed has already been cracked. Tomorrow will be different, and I'm not going back. It won't always feel this heavy. It won't always be this hard. Tonight is the last night. It looks like this. Tomorrow is a different start. I used to think that waiting meant that nothing moved. But silence doesn't mean that God has nothing to prove. He's working in the midnight, in the things I cannot see. He's preparing a tomorrow that He's building just for me. The seed doesn't know what it will be inside the ground. It just stays in the darkness till the breaking moment's found. And I am that seed tonight beneath the weight of earth. Woo! But tomorrow has already been assigned my word. Oh, this isn't where the story ends. This is where it bends. This is not my permanent address. This is just a test. Tonight is the last night. It looks like this. Tomorrow I'll wake up to something I've missed. Oh, the door that was sealed has already been cracked. Tomorrow will be different, and I'm not going back. But it won't always feel this heavy. It won't always be this hard. Tonight is the last night. It looks like this. Tomorrow is a different start. I speak to the season that has overstayed its time. I speak to the heavy mess and tell it you're not mine. I declare that what I see today is not my destination. I declare that God is building something past my situation. Tomorrow will be different. I feel it in my bones. Tomorrow will be different. I won't face this alone. Tomorrow will be different. The tide is turning now. Oh, tomorrow will be different. I don't know when. I don't know how. But God does. God does. different start, a different start. Tomorrow is mine, tonight is the last night. It looks like this. Hold on through the night. Oh, tomorrow will be different. Just hold on. Oh, it's already changing. Somebody asked me how I was, and I had to stop and think, because the answer was so different from the last time on the brink. I used to answer with the weight of everything still wrong, but standing here today, the weight is mostly moved along. I'm not the same person who walked into this year. I'm not the same level of broken and of fear. I'm not the same faith that could barely hold a prayer. I'm not the same, I'm not the same, and I'm going somewhere. Look at what God did with me. Look at what grace can be. Look at how far I've come from where I was. And I'm not done yet, I'm not done yet. I'm not who I was last year, and I'm not done yet. I'm not who I was last year. There's so much farther still to get. Every layer God has peeled away reveals a better version than the yesterday. I'm not who I was last year, and I'm not done yet. Not even close to done yet. There was a caterpillar moment when I couldn't recognize the thing that I was becoming. From the outside, the process didn't look like progress, looked like breaking down. But you can't build the wings without dismantling the ground. And everything that felt like loss was actually released. The things I had to let go of were things not meant for me. And now I stand before the mirror of the season, looking in, and someone new is standing there where the old me has been. Look at what God did with me. Oh, look at what grace can be. Oh, look at how far I've come from where I was. And I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I'm not who I was last year, and I'm not done yet. I'm not who I was last year. There's so much further still to get. And every layer God has peeled away reveals a better version than the yesterday. Oh, I'm not who I was last year, and I'm not done yet. Not even close to done yet. I'm more healed than I was in January. I'm more whole than I was in the hard February. I'm more free than the March that tried to hold me down. I'm more rooted than the April when I thought I'd drown. And December hasn't come yet, and tomorrow hasn't come yet, and next year hasn't come yet. But I know this for certain, I know this for certain. Tomorrow will be different from today. Tomorrow will be further down the way. Tomorrow will There was a version of me that almost didn't make it here. A version that was ready to surrender to the fear. A version that had drafted every goodbye it could write. A version that was choosing to give up the fight. But somehow, some way, by something I can't fully name, I woke up the next morning, and I'm glad I stayed. Because the version that survived is standing here today, a testimony walking that the darkness couldn't take. I survived myself, I survived the quitting, I survived the part of me that kept on submitting to the lie that said there was nothing left ahead. I survived that version, and I'm here instead. I survived the version of me that wanted to quit, the version that had nothing and was done with it. I survived the midnight prayer when no one answered back. I survived the breaking point, the emptiness, the lack. I'm still here, I'm still here by the grace of God. I'm still here. I survived the version of me that wanted to quit, and that version isn't me anymore. I know someone is listening. Who is that version now? Who is right at the edge of it and doesn't know how to keep their feet on solid ground when nothing solid's there to keep their hands held open to a God who seems to care. But I need you to hear this from someone who came through, that the version trying to quit you is not the real you, that who you are in Christ is stronger than the night, that tomorrow needs the person who survived tonight. You can survive yourself, you can survive the quitting, you can survive the part of you that keeps on submitting to the lie that says there's nothing left ahead. Survive that version and be here instead. Survive the version of you that wants to quit, the version that has nothing and is done with it. Survive the midnight prayer when no one answers back. Survive the breaking point, the emptiness, the lack. Stay here, stay here, stay here by the grace of God. Just stay here. Survive the version of you that wants to quit, and that version won't be you tomorrow. I'm not the person that I was on the worst night of my life. I'm not the person that was certain there was nothing right. I'm not the person on the floor with nothing left to pray. I'm the person that survived and lived to tell today. And tomorrow I'll be even further from that night. Tomorrow I'll be standing in a little more light. And next year I'll look back on where I am right now and say, I can't believe I made it. I survived somehow. To everyone who is that version in this quit, and tomorrow will be different because I'm still here. Still here. Still here. I'll survive. I called it wasted time. I called it standing still. I called it God forgetting what He said He would fulfill. I sat inside the waiting, and I counted every loss, not knowing the waiting was the preparation and the cost. The waiting room is never empty of activity. There are things built in the silence only waiting rooms can see. Foundations being poured beneath the surface of the ground. The waiting room is where the deeper work of God is found. Every day I waited, He was working on my faith. Every day I waited, He was working on my grace. Every day I waited, He was working on my soul. The waiting room was building what the breakthrough would need to hold. The waiting room was not wasted. God was working the whole time. The waiting room was not wasted. In the silence, He was building what was mine. Every month of not yet, every year of almost there, was God laying every cornerstone with unimaginable care. The waiting room was not wasted. God was working the whole time. Paul wrote Philippians from a prison, not a palace stage. He wrote about contentment from a cell and not a stage. He said he learned whatever state he's into there, be still. That the waiting room and the breakthrough are both inside God's will. So I reclaim the years I spent inside the waiting place. I reclaim them as the moments where God built my faith. I reclaim the unanswered prayers as preparation ground for the level I was being built to stand on when it's found. Every day I waited, He was working on my faith. Every day I waited, He was working on my grace. Every day I waited, He was working on my soul. The waiting room was building what the breakthrough would need to hold. The waiting room was not wasted. God was working the whole time. The waiting room was not wasted. In the silence, He was building what was mine. Every month of unimaginable care. The waiting room was not wasted. God was working the whole time. What if the delay was the design? What if the waiting was the defining line? What if what you thought was God being slow was God being thorough with the work below? You needed the character the waiting gave you. You needed the endurance the suffering made you. You needed the humility of not yet knowing to carry the weight of where tomorrow's going. Receive the waiting room as sacred ground, as the holy place where you were found, as the room where God showed up and stayed. Receive the waiting, it was not delayed. The waiting room was not wasted. God was working the whole time. The waiting room was not wasted. In the silence, He was building what was mine. Every month of not yet, every year of almost there, was God laying every cornerstone with unimaginable care. The waiting room was not wasted. God was working the whole time. Working the whole time. Working the whole time. Working the whole time. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was wasted. God was working the whole time. There's something in the atmosphere that's different from last week. There's something in the spirit that is rising as I speak. There's something about the timing that is lining up the grace. There's something that is shifting into a new and open space. I've been through enough transitions now to know the signs when God begins to move again between the waiting lines. When what was stuck begins to breathe, then what was sealed cracks wide. When the heaviness of winter starts becoming spring inside. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Something's changing in the air. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? New season is almost there. Can you feel it? New season coming. I can feel the wind shifting. New season coming. I can feel the heavy lifting. Oh, what God has been preparing in the secret places is breaking through the surface into visible grace. New season coming. Watch the atmosphere move. New season coming. Stepping into something new. I can feel it. I can feel it. New season coming through. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The winter never gets to keep what spring is meant to hold. The harvest always follows the surrender of the cold. The caterpillar doesn't get to cancel what the wings are planned, and the promise doesn't bow to what we don't yet understand. So every hard thing you've been sitting in has been a preparation. Every dry ground you've been working has been cultivation. Every prayer you prayed in empty rooms with no reply was building shifted. You're being called into something bigger than the room behind the wall. New doors, new grace, new levels, new pace, new faces at the table in the new assigned place. New strength for new mountains that you haven't climbed before. New season is not coming. New season's at the door. It's at the door right now. Open it, open it. The wind is shifting, the air is changing. Open it. Tomorrow looks completely different from today. New season is here. New season has come to stay. Yeah. New season coming. I can feel the wind shifting. I can feel the heavy lifting. New season coming. I can feel the heavy lifting. What God has been preparing in the secret places, breaking through the surface into visible grace. New season coming. Watch the atmosphere move. New season coming. New season coming. Stepping into something new. I can feel it. I can feel it. New season came through. New season